Sister wives. Janelle Brown accuses Kody of stealing land and files a lawsuit. Meri and Janelle Brown react strongly to Kody and Robyn dividing up their land as they wish. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I am Olivia and hope you are well by God's grace. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Janelle Brown from Sister Wives had an unexpected reaction to Kody Brown redistributing the Kody Pass land. She spent nearly 30 years in a polygamous relationship with Kody, welcomed 6 children with him, and invested a lot of money into the Kody Pass property. Unfortunately, Kody's split from Janelle, Christine, and Meri heavily altered their plans for the property. Kody became more hesitant about dividing the property among his ex-wives, which pushed Janelle and Meri to seek legal help. However, in April 2025, Janelle, Kody, Meri, and Robyn now own equal portions of the property. Recently, Janelle posted a photo on Instagram with her boys, whom she visited in Las Vegas, enjoying a meal at the popular restaurant, The Guest House. Janelle didn't discuss her upcoming plans or the property division, but instead seemed thrilled to be spending time with her kids and describing her dinner as amazing. Although she mentioned her upcoming trip to Flagstaff, Arizona, Janelle's main focus remains on her children rather than the land. Janelle's Instagram post indicates that she is sticking to her detox plans. Earlier in 2025, she announced her intention to completely reset her life this year. Janelle mentioned that she would rid herself of any negative situations, drama, and people, focusing instead on things that bring her peace and joy. It appears that Janelle's recent trip to Las Vegas was centered around her children. She expresses happiness over the precious moments she was able to spend with them, which are priceless and can't be bought with any amount of money. Janelle is probably happy to receive her fair share of the Kody Pass property. However, she doesn't look too desperate, indicating her increased contentment in recent months. Last year, Janelle was anxious about not getting her fair share of the Kody Pass and even contemplated legal action against Kody to secure her portion of the land. Her latest updates suggest that she is no longer as eager about the property and is more focused on spending time with her loved ones, as evidenced by her recent trips to Utah and Las Vegas. Janelle is finding happiness in things that truly matter to her. While she plans to go to Flagstaff after Las Vegas, she doesn't seem overly concerned about Kody Pass. In recent months, Janelle has posted more about her feelings than anything else. Whether it is her cruise trip with Christine or her recent trip to attend her nephew's wedding, Janelle is prioritizing experiences over physical assets. Her new outlook on life is sure to help her detox and achieve lasting peace. Hopefully, the Sister Wives cast member will remain happy once the Kody Pass drama is resolved for good. Star Robyn Brown has long been the villain of the family to viewers of the show, but I'm convinced that she's more vilified for protecting Kody Brown's poor behavior than anything else. Throughout the run of Sister Wives, viewers have had the opportunity to get to know Robyn and Kody in nearly every iteration of their relationship. While the couple began the series as newlyweds who were still getting to know each other in their lives together, things have progressed over the years and proven their relationship is equally difficult and generous as they've cared for each other. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, viewers have had the opportunity to see Kody and Robyn's marriage in a whole new light. Despite the fact that the pair have been upfront about their difficulties after Kody's ex-wives, Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown chose to leave him behind, it's been fascinating to see what their lives are like living in monogamy. While many have spent the last several years looking at Kody's relationships with his ex-wives, his relationship with his current wife is one that often comes under fire. While Robyn's sometimes difficult, she may not be the sole problem. Although Kody's often seen as the biggest villain on Sister Wives, Robyn is typically seen as a close second. To some, Robyn may be the bigger villain, but I often think that's more because of how she's playing to Kody than how she's behaving in general. Throughout the run of Sister Wives, Robyn's biggest characteristic has been that she plays the victim in big moments, trying to make it clear that she's part of the family while gathering sympathy. Robyn's been called out for playing the victim for years, but she's been acting that way for Kody's benefit. Rather than Kody taking all the blame for his villainous behavior, Robyn tends to play the victim to take the spotlight from her husband and share the blame. With Kody having gotten the smoke for years, Robyn's been doing her part to try and share some of the backlash. While Kody's often struggled with the negative attention, Robyn's able to move through the negativity with ease, which makes it easier for her to play the victim for her husband. While Robyn's often playing the victim for selfish reasons, there's a possibility that she's doing so for selfless reasons as well. Robyn's consistent victim behavior has been obvious for years, but it's clear that her love for Kody is genuine, so she often puts Kody before herself in difficult circumstances. One of the biggest areas Robyn's played the victim in is Kody's relationships with his kids, inserting herself to make herself look like the villain. In making herself more of a villain, Robyn's making herself look worse to the kids while Kody, objectively, looks a bit better. Although Robyn may be moving through some of her victim behavior for Kody's advantage, she's often taking the blame for that behavior in the public. Not only is she getting blamed for Kody's actions by their family, Robyn gets run through the mud by Sister Wives viewers. While her behavior also gets her in hot water with fans, Robyn frequently gets blamed for being part of the decision Kody makes directly. With most Sister Wives viewers seeing Robyn as a victim, it's clear that she's doing a lot more than people expect to protect her husband. You have to earn their love back. Christine blasted Kody for trying to silence their kids, as he made questionable parenting decisions about Peyton and other Brown kids. Christine Brown from Sister Wives has accused her former husband, Kody Brown, of being a terrible husband and father. Kody began his journey as a polygamous man in the 90s, marrying Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown. He embraced the role of a polygamous patriarch, trying his best to uphold his faith by building a family with each wife. Over the years, Kody had 1 child with Meri, 6 children with Janelle, and 6 children with Christine. In 2010, he married his 4th and youngest wife, Robyn Brown, with whom he had 2 children. Kody was a good father figure for his children when they were young. However, as they grew older, things changed, resulting in family arguments and disagreements. Over the years, Kody became disconnected from several of his children. He had conflicts with Janelle's adult sons, Gabriel and Garrison Brown, during the COVID-19 pandemic because they didn't follow his pandemic guidelines. Additionally, Kody lost touch with his daughter, Madison Brush, and several others after they moved out of the family's home. As of 2025, Kody is only close to the children he shares with Robyn. Kody broke up with Christine, Janelle, and Meri between Sister Wives seasons 17 and 18. He then entered a monogamous relationship with his wife, Robyn, and stopped interacting with his exes a lot. Over the years, Meri, Janelle, and Christine have publicly criticized Kody, accusing him of being an irresponsible and unsupportive partner and father. In 2023, Kody and Christine's son, Peyton Brown, shared some shocking details in a YouTube interview with John Yates, alleging that Kody tried to control many of his children by leveraging the Sister Wives contract and adding custom stipulations that benefited him. Peyton claimed that Kody was trying to convince the higher-ups at the network to include new clauses in the contract. He alleged that Kody was trying to put it in our contracts that we are not allowed to say anything negative about him on our platforms. Peyton also mentioned that Kody disagreed with Christine about this issue, as she was opposed to controlling their children. He claimed, "He's trying to say, your children can't say anything bad about me." Peyton concluded his statement by claiming that Kody didn't want any of his kids to speak negatively about him online. Kody's anger issues likely played a significant role in his lack of communication with many of his children. As the Brown family's children matured, they became more independent, a transition that Kody struggled to come to terms with. He perceived his kids expressing their opinions as a form of disobedience, which only fueled his anger. Kody always strived to maintain authority within the household. But as his sons reached adulthood and began asserting themselves, there were conflicts. In 2022, Kody's son, Peyton, posted a TikTok video alluding to his father's mindset. He said, "Any man of the house that has to say, 'I am the man of the house,' is no true man of the house." Peyton suggested that Kody may have expected his family members to treat him like a king and indicated that his father couldn't truly be the man of the house if he had to remind others of it. It appears that Kody's impatience with his kids and quick temper played a role in why many of his kids didn't respect him. Kody's strained relationships with his daughters indicate that there were things he could work on as a parent. Initially, Kody had close relationships with most of his children, particularly his daughters with Christine and Janelle. However, over time, things changed as he made controversial decisions that caused his daughters to lose respect for him. Madison, Kody, and Janelle's eldest daughter, was deeply disappointed by Kody's disregard for boundaries and his anger problems. After getting married, she distanced herself from her father, and their relationship wasn't as close as it once was. Kody's relationship with his daughter, Isabel Brown, became strained after he decided not to be there for her scoliosis surgery. He chose to quarantine himself during the COVID-19 pandemic, deeming travel too risky. Additionally, Kody's decision to give his children with Robyn more expensive Christmas gifts caused controversy and led many other kids to lose some respect for him. In 2023, Kody's daughter, Wendlyn Brown, said that she had issues with her father after witnessing his behavior on TV. She noted, "In person, my dad's sweet to me now." However, she added that she still tends to dislike him a little bit whenever she watches the show. Kody's problems with his kids may have stemmed from his unsuccessful relationships with Janelle, Meri, and Christine. Nevertheless, he remains optimistic that his kids will eventually reconcile with him and welcome him back into their lives. In the most recent season, the TLC star confessed that he desired a closer relationship with his kids and was waiting for them to initiate contact. Meanwhile, Robyn argued that Kody should take the first step towards reconciliation, even if it means he has to show up at their doors and insist on talking to them. While Robyn has expressed some controversial opinions in the past, her suggestion that Kody should be camping outside his kids' homes to talk to them is truly beneficial. She understands that her husband may never take the initiative on his own. She recognizes that the kids are still young, and she wants her husband to take the first step in reconciling with each of them. Kody can't rely on his kids to make peace, as they are all young adults with busy lives. The Sister Wives star will need to motivate himself to re-establish contact with his children. Over the course of 19 seasons on TLC, Sister Wives fans have heavily criticized Kody Brown's parenting skills. While he boasted about being a dedicated family man in the beginning, fans could clearly see that wasn't the case at all. As of season 19, he has virtually no relationship with most of his children. Instead, he pours all his time and attention into Robyn's kids. Even though viewers clearly see the problems with his parenting style, Kody Brown seems incredibly proud of the family he raised with Robyn. See what he posted on social media and why he considers himself a warrior father. It's no secret that reality star Kody Brown has an incredibly high opinion of himself. For years, fans have labeled him attention-seeking and narcissistic. But now, he might be taking things to a brand new level. "What even is this?" an annoyed Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit. "Forgot I followed him years ago, and just a notification for this. I'm behind a couple of seasons. Is Grody a warrior?" They shared a screenshot from his Twitter account. Kody wrote, "Warrior fathers are good fathers," with an attachment to a short Jordan B. Peterson video. But the video thumbnail really caught Redditors' attention. It features artwork of a tattooed warrior tightly holding a little girl. Fans quickly realized that this is precisely how Kody Brown views himself, without a shadow of a doubt. Other Reddit users rolled their eyes, insisting Kody Brown was delusional if that was how he truly saw himself. However, some noted that it was also interesting he was returning to Twitter after such a prolonged absence. Comments included: Christine's comment about how he wishes he were stoic echoes in my mind. I mean, he is the most emotionally unhinged man. He couldn't find stoicism if you gave him $1 million for unlimited therapy. Remarkable how openly fascist he's becoming. It's a desperate man grasping for his last drop of a soul. Am I the only one that is scared by this post? I know it is giving manic and maybe family annihilator. Kody Brown from Sister Wives has always faced challenges with his hair while navigating the ups and downs of his polygamous life with his 4 wives. Currently, Kody sports chin-length, blonde, and curly hair, which appears fuller, though a noticeable bald patch is visible on Kody's crown. Despite the occasional bad hair day, his hair has always been a source of pride. Over the past 14 years and 19 seasons of Sister Wives, his hair obsession has only intensified. Kody has even faced criticism for spending on extensions when his wives and children were struggling. Throughout it all, his exes have shared with the cameras that Kody Brown dedicates a lot of time to caring for his locks. His friends and family have voiced their frustrations, often waiting for him as he spends time styling his hair. Over the years, the Brown family has seen Kody try everything from a man bun to a more laid-back, hippie-inspired look. The wives even humorously refer to Kody's hair as his 5th wife. Despite all the experimentation, the father of 18 embraces bold hairstyles, often without much finesse in the process. When the show aired, Kody had straight hair, but not long enough to reach his shoulders. Similarly, as the show went on, even the wives felt that their husband needed a hair makeover. He took years to develop a haircare routine that made him look somewhat presentable. Kody, with his 2021 hair, was in dire need of a glow-up. His wild, unmanageable hair took center stage when it came to discussing Kody's worst hairstyles on the show among fans. It was difficult to decipher what he was doing to achieve this kind of shaggy look. It appears as if Kody blow-dried his hair a lot and damaged it in the process. Considering his hair is naturally curly, Kody's constant fussing over it by styling it, using products, etc., and probably using the wrong kind of brush while drying it all mixed with a bad haircut may have contributed to Kody's hair looking so frizzy when he wore it straight. Although Kody's hair is wavy, it is fine and probably low density, which is why it looked dry and lacks moisture when he's not taking care of it. Kody's hair has gone through several transformations, from darker, straight locks to his signature curly blonde coiffure. However, amid the hits, there have been many misses. Kody had once styled it into a mohawk that did nothing to make him look stylish, but instead brought all the attention to his receding hairline. It was then that Sister Wives fans thought it would have been better if he entirely got rid of his hair and went for a clean, shaved look instead. Kody's hair has been discussed as if it were a metaphor for his life. Like the way Kody is still in denial over his being at fault for the demise of his relationships, Kody is not able to accept that the glory days of his hair are done and gone. Kody's curls have started to hang off his head in strips whenever he bends, and when compared to his brothers, who have embraced their male pattern baldness, he looks far less stylish and maintained. In this case, a mohawk was certainly not something that Kody should have opted for, no matter how trendy it had been then. If a mohawk was a bad idea, a man bun was perhaps Kody's most uncomplimentary style. He tied his hair into a sleek bun with no loose, flying tendrils of hair that usually framed his face softly left to be seen. Kody combed it all back, high above his ears, and knotted it with a twist to give it some texture. It was Kody's idea to show off his undercut fade at the back and the sides. However, Kody's scanty sideburns didn't fade into his undercut. An M shape was beginning to form as a sign of recession in his temples, which made this a flop hairdo for Kody too. It gave him an uneven hairline and a hairstyle that helped minimize the appearance of thinning hair and would have helped Kody's case better. While the undercut and man bun would have helped draw attention, they couldn't help Kody camouflage the hairline. If Kody really wanted to completely switch up his style, He could have gone for a classic side part for a polished and elegant appearance and something that's better suited for his current age. Straight hair was Kody's best friend for a while, even though he's come to love his curls now. He had straightened his hair out so he could look like Meri's crush, Keith Urban. Unfortunately, Kody's straight hairstyle ended up resembling Meri's quite a bit. As the couple enjoyed their date, their matching hairstyles became the main focus. Kody's ultra-straight hair didn't suit him well, as that style tends to look better on country singers or perhaps someone with a healthier hair texture. There was a point in the show where Kody's wives showed him how to use the product and scrunch his hair to get the signature ringlets that he's so fond of now. It was a big deal to him, and he was really excited about how his hair turned out. Kody owns his curly hair look now. He's invested in products that moisturize his locks, and with him shaving off the dry bits on the side and underneath, Kody's hair truly transformed. The men in Kody's family don't seem to have been blessed with hair like this. When Kody went to visit his brothers Michael and Scott in a recent episode, the two compared their bald heads to Kody's mane and couldn't help but laugh about it. Kody entered the scene with his hair in a net, and as he took it off, he admitted he had to do a lot of work to take care of his hair. Kody revealed that if he didn't dry it right, the curls